Hello everybody, making another quick video today. I've just watched two EPL games back to back and I'm going to make a comment on this, I suppose a pattern that I'm seeing in the EPL. So I haven't watched football for a while, but I'm watching a couple of games these days, and I just watched the Arsenal Tottenham game, and then I watched Bournemouth and whatever the other team was. I don't know these names yet. We just started watching EPL. Anyway, the B versus B teams. And the first game was a 3-1, and the Arsenal Tottenham game, and the BB game was 0-0. All right, so, but it doesn't matter, because what I'm about to tell you, I've been noticing over and over and over again in these games, and especially in the EPL, and I'm not sure why it's happening, but yeah, let's go. So when I used to play, I always used to play defender, and in the teams that I played, I had the position of being a sweeper. So I'm not sure they still call it a sweeper. What it means is you've got that one person right at the back behind the defense line who cleans up if there's anything that comes close. So I think some of the teams are still playing this sort of strategy, but the defense in the EPL is atrocious at the moment. There's a lot of goals, and I'm going to put it down to two things. Number one, the strikers in the game in 2022 are not afraid to have a go outside of the box quite often and quite freely. Sometimes from long range, we'll have a go. And what we're seeing is a lot of the teams are employing a corridor type of a strategy, which means that rather than closing up and playing one-on-one, they're letting players run free and then hoping to cut down the angles of the kicks. Okay, so I think that strategy works with teams that don't have decent strikers, where the accuracy might be out quite a bit, or they don't have the powerful kicker. But most teams these days will have one of those players, and because of that, the corridor type of a defense does not work. All right, I think, and as it's been shown over and over again, you can't just set up a corridor like a barrier type of a defense and then hope that the strikers are just hopeless. That's not going to cut it these days. And most of the goals I'm seeing is because the amount of space given to strikers to set up the two touch, maybe even three touches before they kick the ball is huge. So there's not too much one-on-one defending going on in the EPL these days. One team that I think does it slightly better, but they're still making mistakes as well, is Wolves. I've watched one of their games where they're doing a little bit more of a one-on-one sort of defense, where they're a bit more tighter, cutting down space and time for the attackers. But yeah, that's it's not working, and you can tell it's not working. Number two, and this is a correlation with that, is I don't know whether it's a laziness or it's a specific strategy employed by these teams, but the amount of ball watching going on and the amount of players left open is just absolutely ridiculous. I have never ever imagined that returning to watch football, I would see so much ball watching. It is absolutely atrocious. How can any defender justify their position when they are way out in the middle of nowhere near anyone, doing nothing but basically cutting down some angles that the strikers might be able to hit? I mean, you're just a wall, a tiny little wall cutting down the angle. And I don't get it. I don't understand how we can have so much ball watching in this game. So, it's September now, got a few more months, the World Cup's coming up. I would like you to, maybe have a bit of a look and see, can you notice the amount of ball watching, especially when there's a goal? it's ridiculous. It really is. It comes down to the defenders just not glancing enough or being spatially aware of where they are covering attackers, and it's resulting in a lot of goals. Man U, as a good example, earlier in the season when they've lost those couple of games and were playing rather poorly at the start, just the ball watching was absolutely, like, I was in disbelief watching Man U play with the amount of ball watching in the defenders were doing. And as you can tell that they must have really focused on this, because you are now seeing a lot of the defenders being a bit more aggressive, tightening up, being a bit more aware of where they are and what's happening with counteracting those attacks and reducing space. And it's working for them. They are getting balls way more forward. They are not giving away space for no reason. And it's really hard to start scoring against Man U because those defenders have stood up. But yeah, it's yeah, I don't know. To me, it's very poor. So just thought I'd share. This channel, Incoherent Ramblings, is just my thoughts and whatever, and just to get my videos off my main channel, which I think it's not really helping my main channel. So all of this stuff comes over here. But yeah, if you've got anything to say, if you can tell me why it's okay for these players who are getting paid millions and millions of dollars a year to ball watch and make absolutely rookie mistakes with defending, please let me know. I know they're playing, like I said, that barrier sort of corridor defense, but it's not working. They're losing games, letting in goals, and we have a lot more midfielders and defenders scoring goals this season, haven't we? So yeah, there is that to analyze for teams. Okay, that's it. I'm done. Bye-bye.